After levelling allegations of MLA poaching against the PJP, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal won the trust vote in the Assembly on Thursday. 58 MLAs voted in the favour of Kejriwal's Aam Aadmi Party in the trust vote. The AP has 62 MLAs in the 70-member Delhi Assembly, while the PJP has 8. Kejriwal had proposed a confidence motion in the Delhi Assembly after alleging that the opposition PJP's Operation Lotus to topple his government failed as it could not get any of the AAP MLAs to cross over. They failed to buy even a single AAP MLA in Delhi. We have 62 MLAs, 2 are out of country, 1 is in jail. 4th member is the Speaker of the House, the Delhi Chief Minister said after the trust motion was passed. Last week, Kejriwal had alleged that the PJP had targeted 40 AAP MLAs and offered ₹20 crore to each of them to switch sides. The PJP had fired back and accused Kejriwal of using the assembly for fanning political propaganda and indulging in drama to divert people's attention from the liquor scam of his government. Indian Oil Corporation Limited has provided a one-time educational scholarship, the Mitra Chhatravati Scholarships 2022 of ₹10,000 each to the first 75 female toppers of the High School Leaving Certificate Examination 2022 conducted by the Nagaland Board of School Education. A program marking the development was organized by the NBSE today in the Capital Convention Center in Kohima. The advisor for school education and SCERT, KT Sukhalu, addressed the function. He called upon the girls to become responsible citizens and to attain greater heights to become leaders one day. He encouraged the girls to pursue their dreams and to not be carried away by social media, but to focus on their studies and achieve in life. He also appreciated the IOC for its initiative and schemes for achievers and for advocating girls' education.
Under corporate social responsibility of Indian Oil, as a part of commemoration of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, an initiative of Government of India to celebrate 75 years of independence, Indian independence, this scholarship scheme has been chosen by Indian Oil, covering total 2,475 girl students.
I know we generally in Nagaland, housewives are also very active. But there are some communities where the wife is literally in the house 24/7. With such good education that has been given to you, just think what I have told you and pursue your dreams. I can see many IAS officers, I can see many doctors, engineers, entrepreneurs among you. Don't dampen your future. Today's world has so much to give, but you have to be wise enough to know what to take and where to go, and with particular attention to the girls.
The Indian Oil Corporation's Suwoto Sema said the scholarship scheme covers a total of 2,475 female students across the country by IOC. He said that the central government has also taken several initiatives to expand girls' education and scholarship schemes for girls with the aims to reduce the dropout rate and give coverage to their education. The chairperson of the NBSE, Asano Sekose, also urged the students to rise and shine and do better in the next examination. During the program, awards and certificates handed over to the top 75 female students.
I was watching all the girls coming up and getting the awards. I see the innocence on your faces. As I see the parents who had come, or the guardians who had come, the concern that they have for your future speaks volumes. I know we generally in Nagaland, housewives are also very active. But there are some communities where the wife is literally in the house 24/7. So I would like to call upon our children here, who are tomorrow's leaders, with such good education that has been given to you. Just think what I have told you and pursue your dreams.
Today, Assam Chief Minister Manta Biswa Sarma spoke about eviction and demolition drives against madrasas in Assam. During a press conference in Guwahati, he said reports had been received that some have even undergone training in use of guns. He said to have identified at least 6 groups of Bangladeshi nationals.
Assam doesn't have any intention to go on demolishing madrasa. Our only intention is to see that madrasas are not used by any jihadi element. So, once madrasa are not used for jihadi works or for the purpose of expanding jihadi ideology, then why there will be demolition? But if we got specific inputs on any madrasa, in the guise of madrasa, the institution is being used for expanding jihadi activity, anti-India activity, then we are going to take strongest possible action in each and every cases. हम तो हमारा काम करते हैं ना, हम दूसरा स्टेट के बारे में मेरा कोई आइडिया नहीं है, असम में ऐसा कोई मेरा कोई आइडिया नहीं है, हम जो कर रहे हूँ आप लोग तो देख ही रहा है.
The Jamil Huda Madrasa in Moebari in Assam's Morigao district was evicted on August 4. The madrasa is being accused of being a breeding ground of jihadi terror in the state. On July 28, Mufti Mustafa, who is the head of the madrasa, was arrested by the police for alleged links with a jihadi group. The police seized various documents including a bank passport and mobile phones from Mustafa's possession. The madrasa was sealed thereafter. Mufti Mustafa had opened a madrasa in 2018. Meanwhile, Morigao Police Superintendent Aparna N said the madrasa has been evicted after a demolition order by the DDMA, PWT and other authorities. As per the demolition order, the madrasa is no longer habitable, the official said.
Under UAP Act and Disaster Management Act, because this building was there without permission from local panchayat, building was there, building has taken electricity connection with illegally. There are various and building was highly dangerous. So we have DC Morigao has passed order in his capacity as a DC. Then thereafter we have demolished that madrasa. After observing all legal formalities, that madrasa has been demolished today. We sealed it earlier. Initially we sealed it, and follow up to that, today we have demolished after observing all legal formalities.
The Assam government continues its crackdown on illegal Islamic institutions that allegedly have terror links. The Assam government has demolished a 3rd madrasa following the arrest of its imam and religious leaders on Wednesday. Visuals surfaced on social media where a couple of bulldozers were seen demolishing the Markazul Ma'arif Koreana Madrasa located at Kabaitari Part 4 village in Bongaikao district in Assam. Reportedly, this is the 3rd madrasa demolished by the Assam government following the arrest of 37 persons, including madrasa teachers linked with the Al-Qaeda Indian in the subcontinent and the Ansarullah Bangla team. Tripura police on Thursday served notices to 28 persons who were accused of triggering incidents of attack on PJP activists that left nearly 25 injured during the public meeting of party's national president Jagat Prakash Nada. The incident took place 2 days ago at Kumlung headquarters of Tripura Tribal Area's Autonomous District Council. So far, one person has been arrested in the case. After the incident, 7 cases were registered at different police stations in West, Sepa, Jala and Kowai districts. During investigation of the cases, police served notices under Section 41A CRPC to 28 accused persons for further legal action. Apart from this, 1 person was arrested and further raids are being conducted to arrest other involved persons in these incidents, a police release stated. The police action comes days after Chief Minister Dr. Manik Shah asked police to take stern actions against the accused persons, irrespective of the backgrounds. In his 2-day visit to the state since Sunday, Nada held a series of meetings with ministers, legislators and leaders of state committee and frontal wings apart from addressing the public meeting at Kumlung. The Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Conrad K. Sangma, on Wednesday launched a flagship program from the Farmers' Rural Backyard Piggery Scheme under National Livestock Mission of the Animal Husbandry and Veterinary at Brarin Hut in Riboy. Speaking on the occasion, Sangma said that the state, through Progress scheme, envisions to tap opportunities by ensuring that the farmers earn sustainable livelihood through different livestock farming activities. He also said that Meghalaya acquires 18,000 MT of pork from different states and there is huge shortfall in supply and demand, and through the piggery scheme, the state envisions to address the shortage of pork supply.
Friends, we have approximately 4.5 lakh rural families that depend on agriculture and allied sector. And in the past, there have not been very specific programs, specific schemes that have targeted to help this 4.5 lakh families. And that is why in the last 4.5 years, this NPP-led NDA government has done its best to reach out to different farmers, producer groups, and different families in the rural areas. Be it our milk mission of 209 crores, be it through the piggery mission of 214 crores, be it through different self-help group programs where 4.5 lakh women today are engaged in this program, and close to 320 crores have been dispersed to different self-help groups. Be it through Focus and Focus Plus, where more than 20,000 groups have been formed. Close to 120 crores has been distributed, and much more will be done in the coming months. Be it through the Turmeric Lagadong mission, where we have increased the number of farmers from 1,000 to today 10,000 farmers.
He informed that the flagship program Progress has been conceptualized by the government to ensure prosperity of grassroots families through livestock intervention, which includes piggery, poultry, goatry, etc. Sangma also informed that under Rural Backyard Piggery Scheme Phase 1, government has earmarked rupees 15.18 crore, under which 4 high-yielding improved varieties will be distributed to 6,000 families, and additional 25 crore will be earmarked to roll out the second phase of the program. To make the state self-sufficient in pork, he said the government is implementing one of the largest piggery development programs, the Meghalaya Piggery Mission. During the launching of the scheme, 4 piglets, 3 female and 1 male piglet were distributed to farmers to promote pig breeding to provide regular income to farmers. How does it mean to be a prime ministerial candidate for one of the world's biggest democracies? Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao dodged a straight response to a question if Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar will be a prime ministerial candidate for the opposition, and said that the opposition parties will sit together and take a decision in that regard.
मिलके आएंगे, मिलके चलेंगे, जो नहीं आएंगे उनको छोड़ के चलेंगे।
कांग्रेस पार्टी की क्या भूमिका रहेगी? राहुल गांधी क्या प्राइम मिनिस्टर के दावेदार रहेंगे? क्योंकि कांग्रेस पार्टी कहती है कि
अरे ये सब सवाल काहे के लिए
राहुल गांधी।
देखिए ऐसा है, नहीं सिंपल बात है। मैंने साफ कह दिया कि आप होशियार है, मैं आपसे भी होशियार हूँ। मैंने कह दिया है,
कहिएगा वही मान।
भैया मैंने प्लीज मैंने बता दिया नहीं, आप बैठ जाइए। ऐसा है, हम जरूर बैठेंगे। भाजपा के जितना विरोधी दल है इस देश में, उनको सब एकजुट करने के हर संभव प्रयास हम करेंगे।
अब इससे बढ़िया बात आपको क्या कहें?
इसके बाद में बैठक में सर्वानुमति से, सर्वसहमति से जो बात निकल कर आती है वो विस्तार रूप में हम आपको बताएंगे, बिकॉज बिना ब्राह्मण के कोई शादी होता ही नहीं है।
As the US-China battle for supremacy escalated in the past few weeks following Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan, China's continued attempt to assert its influence in the Indian Ocean remains unabated. Beijing docked what military experts call it a dual-use spy ship, Yuan Wang 5 at Sri Lanka's Hambondota port in the Indian Ocean. While some say it was Beijing's response to Washington's recent diplomatic maneuvers in the South China Sea, others call it an attempt to prevent deepening India-Sri Lanka ties, especially in the wake of India's continued multifaceted support to the island nation during its economic and political crisis. Tibetan spiritual leader Dalai Lama on August 31st returned to Dharmashala after concluding his visit to Ladakh and Delhi. He was accorded a warm welcome by Tibetan monks and well-wishers at the airport. To mark 75 years of India's independence, the year 2022 is being celebrated as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav by the Government of India. The Border Security Force is on a motorcycle rally from Shillong to Delhi. The program was flagged off today from Maupat BSF Shillong by Dr. Laja Ram Bishnoi, DGP of Meghalaya Police. The aim of this rally is to raise awareness on the idea of national integration despite differences in culture, customs, traditions and religion, and to spread the message of patriotism and fraternity among the country's youths to join the Border Security Force.
लोगों को संदेश देंगे तो बहुत ही अच्छा आयोजन है। मुझे अभी भी याद है कि जब 2015 में बीएसएफ की जाबाज सदस्यों ने जो रिपब्लिक डे रैली पर अपनी प्रस्तुति दी थी, उस समय अमेरिका के तब के तत्कालीन राष्ट्रपति बराक ओबामा ने एक थम्स अप का संदेश दिया था। हमारा देश बहुत ही डाइवर्स है, यहाँ पर तरह तरह की संस्कृति है, तरह तरह के रीति रिवाज हैं, तरह तरह के पहनावे हैं, और ये एक विविधता में एकता का जो संदेश आपके दल के सदस्य देंगे, इससे सुंदर और कोई चीज हो नहीं सकती। अभी आप जानते हैं कि पूरे देश को नशा प्रवृत्ति में जकड़ा हुआ। 2019 में मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ सोशल जस्टिस एंड एम्पावरमेंट ने एक पूरे भारतवर्ष में सर्वे किया था। उस सर्वे के हिसाब से उन्होंने पाया कि पूरे भारत में जो नवयुवक और नवयुवतियां है वो लगभग 7.5 करोड़ लोग नशे के आदी हैं। तो इतनी बड़ी संख्या में हम नवयुवकों और नवयुवतियों को बर्बाद होते हुए नहीं देख सकते। हम चाहते हैं कि आज के जो हमारे युवा हैं उनके चेहरों पे खुशी हो, वो सुंदर रहे, वो स्वस्थ रहे और हमेशा हंसते मुस्कुराते रहें। तो आप जहाँ भी जाएं नशा प्रवृत्ति के विरुद्ध लोगों को संदेश देने की कृपा करें। इस बारे में भी लोगों को संदेश
The National Investigation Agency on Thursday declared a cash reward of 25 lakh against the fugitive global terrorist Dawood Ibrahim and his close associates. A press note that was released by NIA on August 18, 2022 said Dawood Ibrahim, who has been designated a global terrorist by the United Nations under United Nations Security Resolution 1267 and also listed under the 4th schedule of the UAPA Act 1967, runs an international terrorist network, namely D Company. The NIA in a statement said Dawood Ibrahim and the others are working in active collaboration with international terrorist organization Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed and Al-Qaeda. India last year told the UN Security Council that Dawood Ibrahim, who perpetrated the 1993 Mumbai bomb blast and other UN-designated terrorists, unsurprisingly continued to enjoy patronage in a neighboring country, calling for focused international efforts to address threats posed by one of the most wanted men and terror groups, Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed. An organized crime syndicate, the D Company, that used to smuggle gold and counterfeit currencies, transformed into a terrorist entity overnight, causing a series of bomb blasts in the city of Mumbai in 1993. The attack resulted in the loss of more than 250 innocent lives and damage to property worth millions of dollars. Listed as a global terrorist by a committee of the UN Security Council, Dawood Ibrahim continues to evade arrest and stay in Pakistan. India's assertion that he has been sheltered by Pakistan was confirmed in 2018 when the latest list of terror organizations and terrorists released by the UN Security Council included Dawood Ibrahim and his Karachi address. That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.